Jon Bon Jovi, the name evokes images of 80s rock anthems, leather jackets, and an undeniable charisma that lit up arenas around the world. Yet beneath the surface of this rock icon lies a complex psychological tapestry woven from the threads of fame, ambition, and the unrelenting demands of the public eye. Today we're peeling back the layers of Bon Jovi's public persona, exploring the Enneagram insights that reveal the motivations and pressures that have shaped his storied career. To the world, Jon Bon Jovi is the quintessential rock star, a charismatic performer whose anthems like Livin' on a Prayer and Wanted Dead or Alive defined a generation. But within the framework of the Enneagram, we begin to see a more nuanced picture. Jon's public persona aligns with Type 3, the achiever. This type is driven by a deep desire to be successful and admired, often crafting a public image that mirrors the ideal of societal success. Imagine the spotlight, the roar of the crowd, the accolades that come with fame. These are the external validations that Type 3s crave, feeding their core motivation to be recognized and esteemed. For Jon Bon Jovi, this created a public persona that was larger than life, a man who appeared to have it all. Yet the shadow side of the achiever is the fear of failure and worthlessness, a fear that can drive them to hide their true selves behind a carefully curated facade. Bon Jovi's formative ecosystem was a potent blend of family, industry, and audience expectations. Growing up in New Jersey, Jon's early exposure to music and performance set the stage for his future. Yet the fame machine he stepped into in the 80s was relentless. The rock industry, with its highs and lows, rewarded the persona he projected, the confident, energetic frontman who seemed immune to doubt or insecurity. In this arena, the achiever archetype thrives but also suffers. The more Jon succeeded, the greater the pressure to maintain that image. He became the hero in his own rock narrative, but the hero's journey is rarely without its trials. Behind closed doors, the pressure to live up to the public's image of him likely weighed heavily, a reminder that even the most successful can struggle with feelings of inadequacy. Relationships within the band and the broader music community also played a significant role in shaping his experience. As a leader, Jon Bon Jovi was seen as the mentor figure, guiding his bandmates through the tumultuous landscape of fame. Yet this role came with its own set of challenges. The need to be the rock and the pillar for those around him could lead to isolation, a common experience for Type 3s who fear exposing vulnerability that might tarnish their polished image. What the audience saw was the consummate performer, but the private pressure to remain at the top was a relentless force. This dichotomy between public mask and private pressure is the crux of the achiever's struggle. As Jon navigated his career, the line between who he was and who he needed to be for the world often blurred, a testament to the duality of living under the public's gaze. Yet in the shadow of this struggle lies the potential for growth. The very drive that propels Type 3s can be their greatest trap, but it also holds the key to their liberation. For Jon Bon Jovi, embracing the vulnerability he feared could allow for a deeper connection with himself and his audience, transforming the mask into a more authentic expression of self. This exploration of Jon Bon Jovi's public persona and the pressures of fame invites us to reflect on our own lives. Have you ever felt like you had to become a role because people loved the role more than they understood you? It's a universal pattern, a reminder that beneath every public facade is a human story waiting to be told. As we delve into these narratives, we uncover not only the truth of the individual, but also the shared experiences that connect us all. Where do you recognize this pattern in yourself? Drop your thoughts below, and let's continue the conversation. What typecast episode should come next? Reflect, comment, and let us know. In examining Jon Bon Jovi's journey, we recognize the poignant dance between aspiration and authenticity. His Enneagram Type 3 persona, often manifested as the achiever, thrives on recognition and success, yet this can sometimes feel like an endless treadmill. The fear of not being enough, of not measuring up to the image he has crafted, can be daunting. This constant quest for validation can lead to burnout, a familiar foe for many who share this archetype. The pressure to maintain a flawless exterior while managing the vulnerability hidden beneath can create a profound internal conflict. For Jon, the public saw the charismatic frontman, But behind the scenes, the drive to outdo himself was relentless. The shadow of inadequacy loomed large, and with it, the anxiety of potential failure. This is where shadow integration becomes crucial, acknowledging these hidden fears and allowing them to inform, rather than dominate, one's journey. In a Jungian context, the shadow represents the parts of ourselves we might not wish to acknowledge. For Jon, this might include moments of self-doubt and the fear of losing relevance. By confronting these aspects, there is potential for genuine growth and transformation. It is a delicate balance between the public's expectations and personal desires. A balance that, when achieved, leads to a more fulfilling existence. Jon's role as a mentor within the band also fits the archetype of the hero's journey, where he must face trials and tribulations, not only for his personal growth, but also for the unity and success of his collective. Yet the role of a mentor can be isolating. While others look up to him for guidance and inspiration, who does he turn to when the weight of leadership becomes too much? This is a common narrative for many leaders who, while appearing strong on the outside, may feel an acute sense of loneliness. The band dynamics further exemplify the ecosystem within which Jon operates. Each member brings a unique set of strengths and challenges, creating a microcosm of interpersonal relationships that mirror larger societal structures. In this intricate dance, tensions can arise, often hidden from the public eye. These tensions, however, can be catalysts for innovation and creativity, pushing the band to evolve and adapt. Reflecting on Jon's journey, we uncover aspects of the trickster archetype, those moments where his persona might play with public perception, using wit and charm to navigate complex social landscapes. The trickster's role is to challenge norms and provoke change, often by highlighting contradictions within the system. This energy can be both disruptive and transformative, paving the way for new possibilities. The stress and growth spiral for Type 3s is particularly telling. Under stress, they may adopt characteristics of Type 9, retreating into complacency and avoidance, a stark departure from their usual proactive nature. Conversely, in growth, they move towards the qualities of a Type 6, embracing loyalty and collaboration, grounding their achievements in a sense of community and shared purpose. For Jon, leaning into vulnerability could be a powerful tool for growth. The moments when he lets down his guard, when the polished veneer gives way to genuine emotion, have the potential to foster deep connections with others. These are the moments that resonate most with audiences, reminding us of the universality of the human experience. The narrative of Jon Bon Jovi is not just a story of a rock star, but also a reflection of the human condition. It captures the tension between aspiration and authenticity, the struggle to maintain identity amidst external pressures, and the ongoing journey towards self-discovery and fulfillment. This exploration encourages us to examine our own lives, to question the roles we play, and to seek a deeper understanding of ourselves beyond societal expectations. As we continue to unravel these complex characters, we invite you to consider the archetypes at play in your own life. Where do you see the hero, the mentor, or even the trickster within your story? How do these roles shape your experiences and interactions? Reflect on these questions, engage with the narratives we present, and join us in this ongoing dialogue of discovery and understanding.